comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. All right, they're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 chases him down. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position. Oh, burnout triggered! With no super art for support, both KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. There's an overdrive art. How will they take advantage of everything that's burnout? Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that suit. Just goes for it at this range. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Connects with the throw. Both fighters planning something? A gutsy fireball gives them the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. Now brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Look, will this super art do anything? Drops in with a Tatsu. Okay, here we go. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 poses him. Here comes Toho burnout. Did they mean to do that? Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Raw super art incoming. Player 1 is in burnout state. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Scuff him. Connects with the throw. Both stop goes all in. They are done!
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Still slugging it out here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Taking stock. Goes for the super art? Vulcan Blast! Heading into the end game now. Rising uppercut. Player 2 can't afford this KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. There's an overdrive art. How will they take advantage of everything that's a smart play to stop the opponent there? Pops them with a Shoryu. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, burnout triggered. A super art? Vulcan Blast. A quick freak. Just goes for it at this range. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Long-range fireball to break the silence. The engagement here will have a huge effect on those knocked them out of the air. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Gotta be careful not to whip. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has the best to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? And eats it. Back into the corner. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. The Senka hit. Oh man, this is a scary range. Flatline zone. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway. see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here, and they clip each other on the edge. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip. This is a real back and forth match for scenes. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Smart play with the throw. Going in? Just goes for it at this range. Risky up-close scrap still going. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still rising. Uppercut. Burnout dissipated. Flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Lots of aggression from both sides. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Misfire with the drive impact. All right, what's coming up next? Okay, they trade hits. Uses the parry. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings since that last attack took some courage. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They block the overhead and blocks the overhead. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. A super art, eraser hit. We're gonna see it rain. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Impaler. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2, lands a rising uppercut. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Did well to get the buff in there. Jumps up, experiencing burnout. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Grabs and throws them away. Player on super art goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. There's an overdrive arm. Both fighters planning something? Both opt for the critical arm. Is this gonna kill?
Such a lovely game.
Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses their drive gauge. This sets up with the jump in. Gets a risky pop in. Sandblast. Helps with a kick. There's a burnout. Player 2 is will this super art do anything? Close range projectile goes airborne. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Jumps anti-air in the clutch. Goes all in with the uppercut. What a statement with that fireball. Solid anti-air. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Checks with a sandblast. Decides to puff up while they were right to be on guard there. Knockdown. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Grabs them, takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off here. Just goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Decides to puff up while they can. Takes them, saw them sweating against the wall, and gets in the throw. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Gets a risky buck and hits him with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and a super art? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Looking to impress with this super. Goes for the Sakai Fuazan. Vintage Jury. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Burns a bar to unleash the burnout triggered. Can they create an opportunity? Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Holds out with the block. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Gets a chance with that jump in. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Rising uppercut. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can miraculous grab. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Burnout activates. Knockdown and blocks it. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? Decides to puff up while they can. What'll happen here? Big throw. Player 1 needs to use rising uppercut. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Both fighters planning something? Awesome. Big gauge blow. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Using the super can open up huge chances for you.
That felt good, didn't it?
That's how you close it out. What a beast! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. the jump in? Blocks it. There's an overdrive on it. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. We're just getting started here. Full take control. They're going for the super art. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Low heavy. Crowns them from above. Jump! What are they gonna do? Puts a bit of wow, reads the counterattack. Noticeable luck. There's a burnout. Player 1 has a. I called it! I called it! Oh, come on, kid. Why was the projectile hit? Fantastic positioning on the shoulder.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throw whips. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. With the life gap opening, takes a big gap KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump in is denied. Jumps. Still slugging it out at this range. Hits them with a stop and pop. Smart play with them. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Wrecks them. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Uses the target combo as a fillet. Can't on super art. Hits him with the that combo finishes it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Good anti-air. All right. Bops him with a target combo. Can't tech the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they goes for the super art. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their... Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Burnout activates. Player 2, they kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Immediate jump in. Who's going to start rising uppercut? Grabs him. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 will look to apply, finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. That's what happens when you capitalize